My name is Amanda Pua Walsh, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Astrology Hub. And I am so excited to be here today, inviting you to a very, very special event that we have starting next week, September 23rd through September 29th. It is our free third annual Astrology Summit. And this year's focus is all on raising consciousness and deepening your spiritual path with astrology. We are featuring astrologers, spiritual teachers, and scientists to really bring together a very cohesive conversation for you that will help you tap into the magic of the universe, the depth of your life and your purpose, and really help you with some practical and tangible tools for how to apply this in your day-to-day reality to make your life better, to have a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment and happiness and peace and all those things that all of us we really want in our lives. So I walked away from hosting this event with so much inspiration and so much hope, really, for the time that we're in and our ability to contribute to a better world. So I am here right now with Vic DiCara. Vic is one of our 23 experts. And let me just tell you a little bit about Vic. He is one of our new Astrology Hub favorites. Vic is a Vedic astrologer and astrological life coach who has developed an astrological system that is a unique bridge between Vedic and Western models. And it really is wonderful to have this conversation with you, Vic, because you so seamlessly are integrating two worlds, the Vedic and the Western astrology, that so many people have written off as just, they're too different. There's no way that it could ever come together. And you really do that so beautifully. So we're thrilled to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm super thrilled too.
And Vic is going for next week. The talk that he is giving for all of you is Life Lessons from the Vedic Stars. So Vic, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. It's like when you think about India and what India has to offer, you might think about food. I mean, I like Indian food, but usually you'll think about, wow, they have like philosophy, yoga, that kind of spiritual science is the thing. And that all comes from the source text called the Veda. And the amazing thing is that the Veda has a lot of astrological information in it. And it has this section all about the nakshatras, the Vedic stars. And what I'm doing is studying each one of the sutras about each one of the stars and learning what that sutra teaches me about life. Because there's always some amazing topic that's really poignant and profound and directly relates to my real life every day, like each different thing, each particular thing. And then sharing that with people. So I'm writing a book about it and I'm teaching classes about it. And then we're doing this presentation at the summit on the life lessons, right? We picked out 3 of them. So it's a great way to let people access this wisdom about life that's in the Vedas through astrology and stars and things that they're already interested in.
Yes. And I walked away with it. I walked away from your talk with a very sincere curiosity about the Vedas. And I remember just going, wow, I mean, there's so much wisdom in those texts that is completely relevant and applicable to our lives today. And so, yeah, very inspiring. Vic, well, and just for all of you out there, one of the other elements of this event is that every speaker is giving a free gift. And so, Vic, can you tell the audience about the gift that you're offering?
We got a nakshatra cheat sheet, right?
Yes.
So this is a helpful thing for people to be able to know which one of these Vedic stars is active in their chart using your regular tropical chart that you have whatever chart you get. So my moon is at such and such degree. That means it's in this particular Vedic star. Let me learn it, focus on that Vedic star and see about that. So that's one of the things that we're giving away. We're doing a free course, right? A free course called Unbinding the Stars.
It's called Unbinding the Signs from the Stars.
Unbinding the signs from the stars, because that's what actually happened in Indian history, was they bound the signs to the stars. And by doing so, they get this sidereal zodiac, which is the real barrier to entry, which makes everybody think that's in a whole different world, besides all the cultural stuff. That's in a whole different world for me. Even the chart is totally different. So what I'm saying is, hey, we can actually unbind the two. We should. Even the Indian Vedic texts themselves say that you shouldn't bind the signs to the stars, that they're two separate things. So I have a course all about how you can use Vedic astrology perfectly fine, better actually than the way that it's being done currently in the Vedic scene, just using your tropical zodiac. A couple of things would be different, like, we would use an older house system, a whole sign house system, a couple of things, but it would be very, very much more familiar than you think.
Yes. And again, I think that is one of the biggest gifts that you bring because I think a lot of people resonate with aspects of Vedic astrology and then vice versa, and so how to use both, how to actually integrate both of them into your practice as an astrologer. And if you're not an astrologer, how to glean wisdom from both of the systems. So it's really exciting. So just for registering for the event, you will have access to all 23 gifts, including the ones that Vic just talked about. And the gifts are amazing. That alone to me is worth registering, even if you can't watch any of the talks. So please, check that out. When you register, you'll also get access to a bonus gift from David Cochran on the spiritual essence of all 12 of the zodiac signs. So for those of you who resonate with aspects of your sign, but feel that there's something missing, you want like more depth into what being a Capricorn means or being a Libra means, or whatever your sign is, David does a great job going into a lot of amazing detail, giving stories and examples. And so that gift is available to you just upon registration. And again, if you look at next week and you go, oh my gosh, I'm so busy, or like another Astrology Hub community member, Abby, said, I'm only going to have intermittent access to the internet next week. If any of those issues are concerning you about the timing of the event, I encourage you to still register and just get as much out of it as you can. Just pick a few talks that sound really interesting, or even one talk that sounds really interesting, and check it out. There are gifts in every single talk, and I know that you will get inspiration and a new perspective that will carry you. I mean, so I got to host this event, and the energy of it itself is going to impact how you walk through your days. So can't wait to share that with you. Vic, tell us why you are so excited to be a part of this panel and why you said yes to participating.
Well, I just love new people. I always like to reach new people, and I'm particularly, it's hard to do tropical astrology in the Vedic scene because everybody gets in your case, like, why are you doing it different than the rest of us, right? So I'm kind of very happy to branch out into a scene where people aren't going to say, hey, why are you doing it this way? But rather they'll be like, thank you for doing it this way. Do you know what I'm saying? So instead of being in a scene where people are saying, God, why are you trying to force us to second guess our history of using the sidereal zodiac? Instead, people are saying, oh, please come here and show me how you do Indian astrology with the tropical zodiac. So I'm totally excited to reach a whole new group of people than what I've reached in the past.
Yes. And so far, anything that we've featured Vic in for Astrology Hub, everyone loves you. So it's great. I love when we find those speakers that people just resonate with, and you really are bringing an angle to the conversation that is very unique and very needed. So thank you so much for all the work that you've done. Thank you for being a part of our panel. And again, to all of you out there, please register for the event, share it with your friends. It's happening September 23rd to the 29th, and we are featuring some incredible people that I know you're going to love learning from. A lot of new people to Astrology Hub too, not all astrologers. And that was one of the other intentions of this event, is to really start to have a bigger conversation that bridges in other disciplines. So we have some spiritual teachers who utilize astrology but are not astrologers. And then we have also scientists, nuclear physicists, and other voices that will help us realize our connection to the universe from a scientific perspective, which I think so many of us feel in our, it resonates with us that everything's connected and we're all one. And yet to see it explained very scientifically can just be really affirming. So that is also an amazing part of this event that you all get to benefit from. So please register. The link to do so is in the chat and also in the description above this video. I'm going to be on in a few minutes with Patricia Walsh, another one of our experts, and then after her, Carolyn Elliott. So for those of you who are interested in kind of having a behind the scenes look at the event happening next week, we have a couple more speakers that we're going to be featuring today. Vic, thank you so much. Is there anything that you want to leave the audience with before we sign out?
No, I'm just really looking forward to interacting with you, hopefully in the QA panel.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for bringing it up. Yeah, another part of this event that's unique this year or new this year is that we will be having a live Q&A panel with the speakers every day. So on Sunday, there's 4 speakers, their talks will be released, and then later in the day, we have a live Q&A panel with them. Same on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you'll actually get to ask your questions to the speakers. And if you are an inner circle member, you get priorities. So your question gets jumped to the top of the list. So for those of you in the inner circle, we hope that we hear from you and that you get to get your questions answered. So when the talks are released, if you can even watch 20 minutes of them and then note any questions that you have, it'll be all very clear in the emails that you receive how to submit questions, and we'll be having that live interaction during the whole week of the event. So hope you can participate in any or all of it. And Vic, thank you so much for being one of our experts. And
My pleasure.
We will see you all next week. Thank you.
Thank you.